This is the first Wednesday. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us. This is the first Wednesday of the year, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Welcome to 2018. Thank you for joining us here in the Ladies Lounge. I am Jasmine, and this is T. And
Hello.
we just want to say again, Happy New Year to everyone. We hope you all enjoyed whatever you decided to do to bring the new year in.
Yes.
I know Tamara and I both spent it with our families. That was great.
Mhm.
And however you spent it, just welcome back. Thank God you made it another year.
Yes.
So
yes.
today's topic is, what do your clothes say about you? Are you what you wear?
Are you?
Are you? That's a good question. We're going to talk about colors. We're going to talk about different statistics that, researchers have found in regards to clothes and things like that. We're going to also give our opinions, as you know. Make sure you all like, comment, and share our video because we want to know your opinions too. And maybe you may learn something here tonight. I may learn something reading, or maybe it's something that, we can learn and just trade it tips and advice with each other. So,
Right.
Yep. So T, as far as clothing, how do you feel about it? Do you feel your clothes represent you?
Actually, I do. I do. I will say over the years, I definitely had stepped out of my comfort zone. With trying different fashions. Am I who I am? Do my clothes make me? No.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I have my moments that I switch up. You know what I'm saying? I have work attire, I have going out attire, I have lounging attire. And I also literally, and I know she's about to say something when I say this. I have literally my quote unquote bum moments, if that's what you want to say. And I can't believe she does that.
I'm not saying nothing.
Trust me, I have my moments when I got my little Scully hat on with my big old baggy sweatpants and my sneakers, which I really don't know wear flats, and my little puffy coat. So I have my moments that I just don't care what I look like. If that's what you want to call it, really. I definitely do. And sometimes I even go to work like that. And it's especially on the weekends. But I have my moments that I even just run out to the store and I got my little head net thing on. Like you have some people that can't even leave the house like that. They say it could be like one of those pet peeves that people like, why she run outside with that head net on? But I could do that. It don't bother me at all. I could run to the store with, coming straight from the gym, sweaty, looking a hot mess. So I definitely say for me with clothing, I can fit in literally every category of a hot mess, looking a hot mess, looking like I don't care, looking like I do care, and looking like, why the hell she come outside like that? I have my moments. So fashion, style, I'm all in it. I'm all over the place. It can switch up in a heartbeat.
I must agree. I like colors. I mean, but and everything you're saying, but I'm colorful with clothing sometimes. Sometimes it's a little bit too colorful for the human eye, but I enjoy it. I mean, I think your clothes are what you want them to be. If you want to have fun, have fun. And if you want to wear a button-up cardigan and some pearls, by all means, do what you want to do, but just also understand sometimes the image that you're giving off, if that's what you're concerned about.
Right.
I think there's a time and a place to wear certain things.
Right.
Like I wouldn't wear that to an interview, I might have on a color, color that's outside of my tie, my thing, but it'll probably be like a piece of jewelry or something they can't see until I take off my jacket, But that's just who I am. A lot of times, a lot of people don't have that freedom and that liberty. And where I work at, I'm very free to wear what I want to wear because I had on this shirt up under my suit today, and it's not bad. It just says "BU," but it's real sparkly, which is probably like one of the least colorful shirts I've worn to work. So it was just a convenient place to paper. But yeah,
but Do you think certain clothes that you wear, do you think you should get approached a certain way depending on what you wear? Like, say if you wanted to go out and you wanted to wear, a dress that got your back out, a dress that got your cleavage low, showing your cleavage or something like that. Do you think it's acceptable to get approached a certain way because of the way you're dressed?
I think it would be smart for you to be careful when approaching me. Period. Not in an aggressive way, but just saying like either way, whatever I have on, whether it's the sweatpants or my back out shirt, whatever it is, treat me the same way. And everything will be okay. You know what I'm saying? No matter what I have on or what anyone has on, I don't think disrespect is warranted at all or tolerated, even if you feel that I'm not respecting myself by what I'm wearing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I had a different thought about my outfit when I put it on. I wouldn't have put it on thinking like, well, I'm gonna go out here in these little booty shorts and I can't wait to be disrespected.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm sure no one that dresses like that does. But I think that just being respectable and knowing who you're dealing with at the time is very important. We have a couple comments here too, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Anium said, "Hey ladies." Hi Anium, Joanne.
Hello, Happy New Year.
Primo, Happy New Year's. Randy said, "Hey ladies, what's going on?" And Anium said, the lady makes the clothes.
Yes, I agree. I definitely agree. But I think to me, as far as with the clothing, it don't matter brand, no matter how much you pay for it. Just be presentable. And like I said, I know I have my moments that I'm definitely not presentable. But again, like I said, I have my I don't care moments. You know what I'm saying? But I know when it's time to get presentable, I know how to do it.
Know how to clean up.
Right.
Nice.
And then I guess you never know even a place and a time, because I have heard the saying, never leave the house looking raggedy, because you never know who you're gonna run into.
And that always happens to me. I swear. Like one time I just washed my hair and I had it slicked back and I had on a hat and I don't even know what else the rest of me looked like. But I had a guy that I don't even know who he is. He stopped me and was like, "I see your video was on Facebook." I was like, "Oh, do you?" And I tried to like tilt my head and I was like, "Thank you," like trying to push away from him, but. Like my girlfriend told me, she said, always be on your ABCs, always be cute. You know what I'm saying? Well, I hope you find something cute on me, because probably it's not it's not always going to be the case. If I don't feel like putting it all on.
And I think that sometimes you really, really don't. Like you don't. Like I said, I know I have my what the hell moments she looked like and why she come outside like that. And I know I do. Like for instance, pajamas. Let's just say people that come outside with pajama pants. I would never do that. I think that's tacky. But like I said, I can go out with my hairnet on and somebody could think that's tacky too. But I do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I feel that way about the big furry fluffy house slippers. That just annoys my life.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. I mean, I don't like that neither.
And you could look at me and say, "Oh my gosh, she knew that was too big when she put it on and came outside. Why did she leave it on?"
Yeah, the flip flop, the slipper, the house shoes. And then my thing is, I guess, because they house shoes, are you coming back in the house wearing them as regular house shoes again?
Yes.
Or are you leaving them at the door and then putting a new pair of house shoes on?
No.
I don't know.
So
like I said, everybody, I think, not everybody, but some people do that. You have people, like I said, that leave out the house. I don't care if they literally just run into the gas station.
Right.
They have to look a certain way. Hair got to be nice, lipstick, face, attire, and if that's what it is, that's what you do. But are you your clothes? Do your clothes make you? If you're caught in that moment that you do not look like how everybody is used to seeing you,
yeah, buddy.
What is how you feel?
Oh yeah, I get that. Oh, I just had that. Actually, okay, hold on. Before I get to my incident with that, I just want to give a shout out also to everyone here that's joining us tonight in the lounge. Primo said, "My father taught me at a very young age to dress to impress." He said he always was presentable because you never know who or what you may come across. Always be ready. I carry that to this very day. And I think that's a lot easier for a man.
to put more into their.
I think it takes less time.
Right.
I think it takes less time.
Right. And we could be wrong.
Are we wrong?
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
Are we wrong? Because I think with men, they might say we take long because you got the hair.
Then you gotta beat your
Then
face.
you got, do your makeup if you are a woman
makeup.
that wear makeup.
Mm-hmm. If not, you gotta find matching earrings.
Right. So and as men that do the same thing, you gotta match the belt. The belt probably gotta match the tie gotta match the socks, which is fine. Be presentable. Whatever makes you feel good in your clothes. And make you feel comfortable, and you feeling proud of how you feel and what you look like.
Well, sometimes I can't always say that. Sometimes I can't always say I feel proud of what I look like.
Oh no, I know too. Even sometimes when you was intentionally wanted to feel good, but then you
missed the mark.
Yeah, then you out the house, regardless of where you at. I don't care if you at work, you hanging out, or you going, just out, and you like, dang, I looked in the mirror. Oh, I felt good.
And
now I'm outside. Right.
Oh my gosh, I do that. I do that. Like sometimes when I leave here, I don't know because I don't like turn on a lot of lights. So sometimes when I leave here thinking I look like something, then when I get to work up under all them beaming lights, I look like something completely other than what I had planned.
Right.
And one of my coworkers might say something to me about it, and I'll be like, well, I didn't have to iron it. But the intention was not to look like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, here it is. But what was I about to, it was something I was going to say. I had a situation where, the other day I walked into an establishment and I was talking to the owner of the spot, and he looked at my Facebook page and he said, "You don't look nothing like you do on your Facebook page."
Right. Go ahead.
I wanted to say something. I wanted to say something, but I had to keep my mind right. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, okay, maybe I don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if you meant that as a compliment or if you meant it as an insult. But either way, I'm not going to think too hard on it. I'm just taking a roll with it because I probably don't. My hair ain't the same.
Right.
First, you know what I'm saying? So it almost caused me to react, but I knew I didn't want to, take it out of context. So I know I didn't look the same way.
But when he said that, I don't know. I get what you're saying, but anybody who would have said that, it just would have been like, so, like, what do you mean? Just say, like, what do you mean?
I didn't even say that because that could have went wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the way that I felt that he was saying it, because I know. Look at my Facebook page.
But you have your moments that you probably.
I think on my worst moment, the only thing that's different is I don't have on makeup.
Right.
And yeah, of course, my hair is different.
Right.
But I mean, in general, you can still tell that it's me. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so I was just like, wow, I don't know if that was meant to be an insult, but I don't really like the way you said that, sir. I had to take that one on the chin, and I came back home and I was like, dang, maybe I should take more time when I'm running. No, I'm not. I'm not, because this is who I am. And so regardless to if you see a picture and you see me
no, right, because there you go. It's like, that's you. Yeah. You're the one now trying to figure out, like, my sense of clothing, my style, and my personality. Correct. Or, like, how all that fits in together versus me just being who I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you the one that's compared, you don't look the same. Well, that's why we know social media, Facebook, all these stuff with the filters, and you could slim your body, you could change the color of your clothing. Yeah, I think you slim your body with the filter things, or you could change your face, and you could highlight your eyes, like all that stuff that you could do. You know what I'm saying? It's fun and all that, but like I said, when people really get to see you, it's like, they don't even look like you.
Exactly. So that's what I thought he was saying it like, but then I was like, but don't do that because it is me and it's me. Like, I started being like, look at all the pictures.
But that's because somebody's looking so deep into it. Yeah. But like I said, I've been all in the whole mix of the don't do's and do this and don't, because my clothes to me is just what I like to, like, how I feel for that moment.
At that moment.
That time, that day. Even us women, I mean, for real, sometimes when that time of the month, we don't want to look cute. You know what I'm saying? You just want to
just want to live through
right.
it.
You just want to get out the bed the way you are.
Yes, and be the way you are for probably the whole 2 weeks or however long you go.
Right. So I know I have my moments like that. Like yesterday, let me tell you, I went to work literally feeling looking the way I felt. I had rain boots on, y'all. And it wasn't even raining, nor was it snowing. But that's what I felt like. I didn't feel like...
Did you?
Yes.
I wish you would have taken a picture.
I did not feel like wearing no heels. I didn't feel like matching my shoes with my outfit. I said, you know what? I'm just going to put these black rain boots on because that's what I feel like wearing. And that's what I wore. I had rain boots on and it wasn't snowing nor raining. But that's what I felt like I wanted to do.
I'm proud of you.
But I have my moments that I go to work like that, or I'm just out and about. And the only reason why I say work, because it's not that I'm not proud of my job, but
and that's another thing.
Sometimes we can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I work in an office where it's really just us. If I don't have to leave out the department, I don't. So sometimes when I am dressed like that, I'd stay in the department. I make sure that I have my breakfast and my lunch already, so I might not have to walk to the cafeteria. And if I do, oh wow. And I have had people say to me, oh, I didn't even know that was you. It's me. This is how I'm feeling today. Like, this is just how I'm feeling. Like, my clothes don't make me, because I'm telling you, if it did, I would look the same every day, all the time. And that's impossible for me.
Well, you know me.
That's impossible.
I can't even keep a hair color for too long.
But whatever you do, whatever you wear, however you put it together, you know.
Own it.
Right. There you go.
Own it. You know what I'm saying? Love it sometime. But then, sometimes just know that maybe I missed the mark. Maybe I should not have done that. It depending on how you feel versus everybody else. But sometimes you might want to listen to your friends, though. If you had the type of friends that tell you, like, I don't think you should do. Like the other day, I had on a red sweater, y'all, and it was a zip up, and it was big. I think it might have been Jaggers. It was big, and I came downstairs.
No, it was a day that we was actually gonna do a show. And again, y'all people that really know us, I'm pretty sure y'all know we look how we look on our bad days, good days, or whatever days. But literally, the sweater she was about to sit in front of this laptop in. I said, Jazz, no, you're not doing it today.
Wait, and I was giving away clothes, and she said, she said, we're giving away clothes. You ain't supposed to look like you need.
I said, no. But you know what?
I didn't even realize it was that bad, though. But
you know what? Had we not been doing the show and to be presentable in some type of way, I wouldn't care. But it's like, no, we're not doing that.
And that's what friends do. That's what your real friends do. They check you when you think you're about to let something slide, and you know you shouldn't, and they know you should, but you're gonna try it anyway. They let you know, like, I wouldn't do it, friend, if I were you, but you can, but I wouldn't. Regardless of how they say it, they still get the point across. Maybe you need to go back and look in that mirror again.
Right.
That was funny. But thank you all again for joining us. I see we got some new people. Andre, Jill, Bug, thanks for joining us. Miss Ford, she said, don't go changing.
Don't go changing what? What you mean?
Clothes.
Don't go changing clothes. What, changing clothes if you feel uncomfortable? Because clothes will be all over the place.
And they are.
Even with like doing the show, now, having to be in front of a computer, twice a week, and knowing that people are going to see us, you still having moments that you just be like, should I wear this? Shouldn't I wear this? It's the same thing as going out in the world. It's the same thing as going to work, going to a teacher's conference.
But I think
you know what I'm saying? When you're around kids, you're like, am I going to go to school
looking like this? And
these teachers are going to be like,
yes.
Because you already know when you go to teachers' conferences or to these staff meetings for the kids, you want to be presentable as a parent. So it's like, you say, can I wear this to the teacher? Especially if you're going to the conference for your student being bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You don't want to look like you should have a bad kid, right?
Like, okay, no wonder why the kid acts
No wonder why Ray acts like that.
Because as much as we probably don't want to admit, like you said earlier, people do judge you sometimes on your clothes.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that you have people out there, it ain't just about your clothes. If you ain't wearing a certain brand of clothing, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? You can't probably be around them.
And it's also too, even
You
down
know?
to the color. Like when you talk in corporate, you know what I'm saying? Certain colors, they don't want, you're not supposed to wear because you don't want to look like you're being too authoritative over the person that's in charge of you.
Right.
It get deep and crazy. It is crazy. But look, guys, I had actually highlighted some information I had found today on a psychologist. She did some research and she said actually they even launched a whole new type of psychology, girl. I might want to check this out. Girl, it's called Psychology of Dress.
Mm-hmm.
And her name is Dr. Jennifer Baumgartner. Baumgartner, Baumgartner, right? Okay. And she said not only, she explains not only not how psychology determines your clothes, but how to overcome key physiological issues your wardrobe might be bringing it to light in your everyday life or even at work. So maybe sometime how you dress is an expression of how you feel, which is also telling more of a telling sign of something you need to deal with in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that deep?
Never even thought about it. Why the light? Like the light going.
The light is?
Yeah. No, not that light. It just looked like the light was going in and out on the screen.
It do.
But you know what? Brown was my favorite color.
I know.
Which it still is. But
yes,
that's why when I said I stepped out of my comfort zone, like literally brown was my favorite color. My hair was brown.
Lord, it took work.
Brown. I had the brown lip liner with the brown lipstick.
Yeah, she was cute.
Brown was my favorite color.
Yes,
and it still is. But I had to give it up. It was just like, and I was literally matching from head to toe.
Everything was caramel or a shade of brown.
Right.
Everything was. I remember because we've had this discussion too. Like, friend, can you put on a color, a pink or something? You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, she's always been a cutie. You know, she always had she real neat and stuff. But it was just like the same, but different variations of the same color.
Right.
And I understand it.
No, it really was.
Gold jewelry.
Right.
It was.
No, but that's why I said everything was brown.
Yeah.
My hair, eyes, the jewelry was gold. Shirt was probably like a little tan.
Yeah. Tan belt, tan purse, blue jeans. I remember.
But see, and I think that's when the matching to the T was really in.
I'm from Ohio. It was
the matching to the T was really, really in. And I think I love when it switched over. I will definitely say, even though I was in an era where literally your belt matched your pocketbook.
And she always wore a belt. Like there's no life without a belt.
Even though I did it, I think when it switched over.
You was like, phew, pressure was off.
That really was a good feeling because it's like you. And the reason why I said that because I feel that I switched over really quick.
Yes.
Not everything happened to match.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. And just think, okay, so you got that belt and them shoes that's perfect brown. That shirt, when you wash it, it's gonna fade.
Right.
Now you gotta have the same shirt and the same brown. It was just too hard to match. And the crazy thing is with me being from Ohio, honestly, my best friend, my colors would be off.
Mm-hmm.
And so my best friend would be like, that don't match. But it would be like red, but it wouldn't be the same red. So I would have to go to her and be like, friend, do this match? Because it was just that serious. And sometimes I catch myself doing it now, like, no, that's off. But I mean, I just thank God for the color.
Some people still do that.
I thank God
Jane said certain occasions require certain attire.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's true.
Absolutely.
That's definitely true.
Know your audience.
Right. But then I guess, but that's where the question said, does your clothing make your personality? Because if your personality is being creative and matching colors with this and shapes with this, you might have stripes, but you like circles. If that is your creative brain side, then that's probably how you're going to dress. So does that mean that person is not dressed for that attire?
Occasion.
Because that person attire is not dressed for that occasion because I think they not dressed, but their creative mind is what made them get dressed that way.
Okay, but I think there's a time and place for everything. You know what I'm saying? You can still be creative and show your creative side.
Mm-hmm.
But turn it up or take it down a notch.
Mm-hmm.
Or you know what I'm saying? Do something that's gonna, if you're going somewhere trying to get something from someone,
Right.
and you know you like stripes and polka dots and a lot of colors, as much as I probably look like the damn twister board at all times. You know what I'm saying? Like certain times I do have to calm myself down,
Right.
or ask somebody else, like,
right.
what does this look like?
Right.
She also said that shopping and spending behaviors often come from internal motivations such as emotion, experience, or culture. I do retail therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God for Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And then she said, but like any behavior is rooted in something deeper. I look at the deeper meaning of choices just like I would in therapy.
Mm-hmm.
So why did you choose to wear that when you knew you were coming to this type of event?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and I think sometimes, I know a lot of times when me and T go out, sometimes we're overdressed.
And you know what? Now that you're right, now that you even bring that up.
Not overdressed as in too many clothes, but just like fancier than the event.
Right. And I think too, that's because the way how you want to present yourself.
Yeah.
It's not, I don't look at it as if you're doing too much, because again, if that's what you chose to wear, you chose to wear. You just wanted to present yourself that way. You're leaving a
lasting impression. Hopefully a
you
good
know
one.
what I'm saying? So you do sit back and you just say, okay, this is the type of event, this is the type of thing that's going on. Is this too much? Am I doing too much? Am I underdressed? You know what I'm saying? But if you're a person that likes to get dressed, be creative, and you like to leave an impression,
and
a lasting impression.
Sometimes we do say, yes, we are doing too much, and damn it, that's what we do.
It's okay.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes, just.
But that don't mean that make you. Because like I said, I could switch back over.
Probably by the time I get in the car.
No, not even that. Because one day I could be like, if I'm going to a ball, but damn it, the next day you might see me again with that hairnet, them big old sweatpants.
And looking like, wait a minute, are you the same girl I just seen yesterday looking like prom?
Safeway
t-shirt. The 5 for 5. Love it. Jill said, I love makeup, so I wear it most of the time, but you can't recognize me. I think people need to respect people's style. I had some lady act shady at me at the airport because I had a full face on at 6 a.m. Damn, girl. And they looked at me like they looked like they just woke up. Probably did. Mm-hmm. I would never go to the airport looking like who done it. But do you, boo? Let me do me.
Right.
And yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you have enough time and you want to get up in the morning, you want to beat your face, by all means, boo-boo, beat it.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm over there with my shades on and had a long night looking like I just woke up, that's just what it is for that moment. You know what I'm saying? And by the time we get off the plane, I may be in a full face and your makeup may have been rain all down your face. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you, Jill. I mean, if you have enough time to do it and you feel like going to the airport like that, hats off to you.
Right. And it's what you put into, the
what
time
you want to
that
put
you
into
put into what you want to look like and what you want to represent as you and as a person. But that's really what it is. But
I kind of do think it's something behind the psychology of dress, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like she was saying, even with shopping and, impulse shopping to satisfy some kind of, not deep yearning, like nothing's wrong with you, but it's the reason why you make the choices that you make.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times mine may be because I don't feel like ironing.
Right.
Or it may just be right there. Like this weekend, I think Jagger kept asking me, was I going to change my clothes?
Mm-hmm.
Because I just kept taking a shower and putting the same clothes back on. I wasn't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? He was like, so mom, you going to change?
Right.
I guess he was tired of seeing my shirt. But also, too, I know that I had to go to work today and I couldn't wear the shirt to work today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I almost combed my hair this morning.
I was saying, if you have that moment, if you got I ain't going to say that, but I'm saying, sure, if you own your own business and you probably have days that you could sit in the house and wear the same shirt for 3 days, do it.
Yes.
Make you
Gosh. I'm trying to be like, y'all. Sheesh, I don't want to feel obligated to change my clothes first thing in the morning. No,
but I guess, like, again, going back to the comment, are you what you wear? Do your clothes make you? Do you even allow your clothes to make you? And I think, to me, the biggest thing would be, don't let it. Don't let that if you don't. If
wanted to.
Yeah, if you're not, I don't know. I guess that's everybody. Everybody have their own. But if I don't feel like getting dressed, doing my hair, putting lipstick on, it ain't the end of the world for me. And if somebody see me out in the street looking like that, it ain't the end of the world. Maybe somebody say, shouldn't even came out the house like that. But I don't care. That's what I felt like.
Maybe you shouldn't be looking in.
I don't care. Even the times that I have had where I know I look, to me, I know I look a mess. Like I said, I'm going to keep saying my hairnet, y'all, because I literally have a hairnet that I go out.
I think you just bought a new one.
That might not be good, but that's what I do.
It's a hairnet.
But somebody or some people may think that that's unladylike.
I would rather you wear a hairnet to hold the hair in than for you to wear your hair out and like your weave is nappy or something.
No, it's just that because I just don't want to. If I'm not dressed, and this is me, if I'm not dressed as far as my physical dress, and I'm just running out real quick, why do my hair have to be out and my makeup got to be done if my clothing don't match? So that's just me. If I'm running out with some sweatpants real quick, some just sneakers, big old coat or something like that, I'm just going to leave my hair in my net. That's just me.
Leave your hair in your net, child. We need to preserve the hair.
You know, but I lost track what I was about to say. I was saying if somebody see me like that, oh, well. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, like, oh wow,
really,
it ain't the end of the world for me. Oh, I know what I was saying. When I know I look a mess, literally, and you have somebody that approaches you, and when a guy give me a compliment or something, I don't always take that as a man trying to holler at me. Men give compliments to women, and it doesn't mean anything. But you also know when someone is trying to talk to you. And when there's, what's your name? You got a man? Maybe I could take you out. That one. Where you look a mess. And it's like, what is it that you seen that made me approachable? Because I don't even feel that I'm approachable.
I can tell you. They see that you can clean up.
But how can you see someone? Well, I'm saying, how can you tell if someone's
predators? I'm just playing, guys.
How can you tell? Because that's the same thing with dudes. You probably see a guy with looking a certain way, and next thing you know, you see him again, whatever, and they look a whole different way. Like, how can you tell if somebody can clean up? How can
this
you
is
tell
what
that?
they do. This is what men do.
No, I'm not saying that in a bad way.
Yeah, me
how
too.
Can you tell if somebody
can clean up
look
nice?
One way, like look a hot mess one way, because that's just how they was feeling. That's how they ran out the house. But then clean up well. How can you tell?
Guys, please let her know this is what y'all do. Y'all practice this. They do this, friend. I'm serious, they do. Like they know this. This is probably their second sense. You know what I'm saying? This is what they're doing. It's not to say anything bad, but I mean, hey, if you got good taste, you got good taste.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is what they practice. Now we see a dude, he look busted, we're gonna skip him till we see him again, more than likely.
But that's what I'm saying. I never look like, to me, if you dress that way, I'm not automatically thinking to myself to say,
he can't dress like that all the time. No, I'm saying, I mean, that's what you're not saying. Like, he can't always look like
no, it's just like, that's just how you dress. I'm not thinking beyond, he probably could clean up well. That's how you dress. That's how you dress.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wouldn't be thinking that either.
But I'm just saying, as far as somebody trying to holler at somebody that looks a mess, like, what makes you holler at somebody that looks a mess? And I know I had my bad moments, but like, why you even, first of all, why you even talking to me? But just why are you even trying to holler at me and I look a mess? Like, what do you see? Because I look a mess. So, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? So, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know your clothes don't make you, but it's just like,
they see potential.
I got on this hairnet, this big old puffy coat, these raggedy sweatpants, and these ran down sneakers that I've been working out for the past year. And you still trying to talk to somebody.
Because it's potential, man. I'm telling you, it's potential for cleanup. It's potential.
Tamika,
they see potential.
We got a comment. Tamika said, hey, ladies, you know I like to dress it up for fun, too. Yeah. I like to dress it up fun to me. But at the same time, I love to dress down as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got to be comfortable. Especially, I said, for us women, especially that time of the month. You really don't want to be...
Or clothes wash day.
Right.
But also before we gonna take a break?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Before we go to break, it says, what does your clothes say to you but not about you.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's one way to think about things. Like, what do your clothes say to you when you put them on? Mine say, "Ooh, girl, where you been? I've been looking for you." But it also talks about how we use clothes as an aid and a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like how we dress a certain way to get what we want,
Mm-hmm.
and how we dress a certain way to get people to back up off us too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a psychology behind that. And they talking about clothes that project a good or bad image. So
yeah, but like I was just saying about wearing the clothes to say you're not intentionally wearing that type of clothes for people not to talk to you, but you look a certain way. Why are you trying to holler at me? My clothes or nothing about me is saying
I want to be bothered.
Talk to me. Ask me what's my name. Ask me, can you have my number? Ask me, can we go out? No. So my clothes is nothing about that. It's saying
but
that.
What about
so
when they do say that? What about when your clothes do suggest you want to be approached, but you know that's not why you have that on? Like, just say if we had the shirt with the back out, you know what I'm saying? And it's me and you, and we chopping it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What about our conversation says it's a smart idea to be approached at that time?
Right, because I got my back.
I mean, but I guess we are fun. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people do want to talk to us. I'm not mad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just weird because it's like, oh my God.
Because your clothes, it don't make you, and it's depending on what you wear, what you want to wear shouldn't mean. You got some people that wear them clothes to get that attention. I mean, you definitely do. But if I want to wear my thigh-high boots with my tank top shirt and my shorts, that does not mean talk to me. That does not mean
if you talk to me, please be normal. You know,
I just think your clothes,
normal.
Yeah. And then I think that's to another reason why sometimes when you do go places, you say, okay, I'm not going to wear this because I don't want to give that attention. You know what I'm saying? You wear it, say, I'm not even going to wear that because I don't want nobody to.
I don't feel like cussing people out today.
Right.
You know, not to be rude, but I mean, I'm sure you know the come get me face versus that I'm cute and I'm chilling. And, you know, we can converse normally as long as you know that you're going that way.
Right.
You know? So let us know how you guys feel about what the image that clothes give off, or how you make the clothes talk. Do the clothes talk for you, or do you make them talk?
Right.
Thank you all for joining us. Tasha, Robin, Jane said it's called taking your chance for some men. They like what they see you as you are, and they can't wait to see you when you dress up. Aw. Poor guys. Y'all so risky. Again, thank you all for joining us. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and talk about specific colors, guys. And you may learn something here, because it's not only, I'm sure nobody walks down the street and be like, oh, she got on that horse red. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anyone thinks like that. But then again, obviously someone does, because they have a whole color chart thingy.
Right.
So we'll be back, guys. All right, guys, we are back. Thank you all for joining us here in JT Ladies Lounge. I am Jazz. And this is T, and we are talking about clothes. What do your clothes say to you? Do they talk for you, or do you talk for them?
Right. Or
What's the other one?
your personality. Does it bring out your personality? We have a comment. Natasha said, "Hey ladies, hey Natasha, how you? Happy New Year, babe." John said,
Yes.
"So should a
Hi,
decent
Cub.
so should a decent guy
Oh, that's Bug.
No,
Sorry.
John says, so should a decent guy should not holler at you just because you're not dressed up? No. I'm not saying that because you're not dressed up, because your hair not done, your lipstick not on, you don't have on heels or, what I'm saying is the ones, to me, again, obviously they see something, but I'm talking about
What do they see?
the ones that when I guess you looking a mess. And I guess to me, when I say a mess, I know what I'm looking like, which is a mess. And it's not about if I don't have my lipstick on and I don't have my earrings. I'm talking about a mess when I got my bonnet. Sometimes not even a hairnet, a bonnet. I got my bonnet on.
You wear your bonnet
I got my big, that's why I be having 5 in different places. I got one for when I'm at the gym. I got one for when I'm outside. I got one for when I hop in the shower, because when you're in the shower,
bonnets, y'all.
because when you're in the shower, it get wet, so you don't like that wet feeling on the back of your neck. So when I get out the shower, I got one that I put on that's dry. So that's what I'm saying.
Now that's serious right there. That's bonnet.
If I run out with my bonnet and my long, big, puffy coat, my little ran down sneakers that I've been working out with, I'm just saying, it's not that you can't. To each his own. Somebody feel that person look like, oh, they have potential. But we know everything is a first impression when you see somebody. At the end of the day, before
Obviously,
you even
it's a
know
good
the
one.
person's name, before you know where they live at, how many kids they got, where they work, you see a physical appearance, right? So my question was, when you see that physical appearance with that person looking maybe a hot mess, or maybe obviously to that person they might not look a hot mess. That's probably what it is. But I think going out with a hair bonnet is a hot mess, but I'll do it. I don't care, because I do it. If I went outside with my pajama, okay, like I said, pajama pants, I think that is just so tacky, lady or man. But if I'm outside with my pajama pants and my fuzzy flippers, a big puffy coat, and a hair bonnet on, and running to the gas station or to the grocery store, and you see people like that on a regular. If I walk in a grocery store like that and a dude try to holler at me, I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah, they are.
So that's what I mean, John, when I say it's not about being dressed up. It's just that a certain appearance is like, what was it that you seen about that person
What brought you
that
over here?
made you want to holler at them?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
You know what? Before we talk about the colors, I also wanted to read something else, y'all. I swear I'm gonna try not to read it all, but it's interesting, I think, because it says the Dr. Bromgarter has some most common wardrobe perceptions and problems. And if you recognize them, comment below and let us know if this is something that you do.
Okay.
It says, if you keep every piece of clothing you've ever owned, you might be clinging to the past or sentimental value of pieces.
No, I have gotten rid of so many clothes. I do still have clothes that I kept because you just hold on to them. You like that just in case.
Yeah, and mine is usually to see if I can fit back into it at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Like that just in case.
It ain't nothing sentimental. Like, oh, so-and-so, but unless, okay, that's not true. Because my friends or my family, like if they buy me something, I try to hold on to it till like damn near fall apart.
Right.
Because it was the fact that they went out of their way to think of me to buy me something.
Mm-hmm.
Now, or sometimes I'll hold on to it like this was cute when I wore it last year and now it's too big or too small.
Right.
So I think I'll just keep it because I know at some point I'll be able to fit it again in my mind.
See, no, the just in case I'm talking about just in case I might wear it again because I like it so much, but I haven't worn it a while.
Mm-hmm.
it's like, I might just wear it again.
Yeah. I mean, that's usually, I'm thinking that's why we all, well, obviously not, but that's why I keep it too, because I might wear it again if I can fit it again. And then it says, consider adopting 2 or 3 of the items and get rid of the rest. Get rid of the rest that, are pieces that you've held on for years from whatever situation.
But
so I guess I could see that.
Even
that
with
time.
that, clothes recycle. They come back out in style. So it's like, even if 10 years or 8 years done passed, that same stuff that you got rid of, let's just say probably because it went out of style or is no longer in, came right back.
And then you got to pay double the price.
Because let me tell you, it's especially these. Let me tell you, I had these high wedge shoes, like the platform shoes, and they was Kenneth Cole shoes. I'm never gonna forget. We're going back in high school, and of course my feet same size, 8.5. I love them to death, but I didn't wear them a lot. They was good. Wound up throwing them out. When the platforms came back in, I was so pissed because they were still fairly new. But I got rid of them because they were out of style and I didn't wear them as much. So I said, let me get rid of them.
Yeah.
And I could even probably still wear them today if I had them. No.
Oh, gosh. She has them, guys. Trust me, they're somewhere. But I just wanted to go over a couple more. And it's just real few. And it says, dress in clothes too large for your body. And then it says, if you dress this way, you might see your body differently than others see it or as a reflection of the way it once was. Which is probably true.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bring an honest friend to go shopping with you and find out what looks great on you. Always take her shopping with you. All right. And then the one is dress too old or too young for your age.
Oh, dang. Okay, that was a good one.
Yeah, and it says you might be trying to express the age that you feel you are by getting caught between your actual and your internal age. I like tutus.
And I was about to say, what is dressing too old or too young?
I
just think the way how it look is kind of what matters. The appearance.
Yeah,
because the way I dress, some of the teenagers dress the same way. So I don't think I dress too young. But somebody, why are you wearing those? You about to be 40 years old.
Who said, girl?
No, I'm just
I know. I know. I think about that too sometimes when I want to put stuff on. But like, I'm not too old to wear that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if it looked good on me,
right,
then I'm like, well, maybe I can try this on one time, And it says, you might want to consider gearing your outfits towards your goals, like getting a Getting a promotion, meeting a significant other, traveling the world, rather than a specific age. Well, I don't think I dress towards a specific age. I think I just dress according to what I want to wear at that moment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then it says, covered in designer logos. You might think you need to broadcast your wealth or be treated well by others. And it says, consider practicing wearing blank canvas pieces, only accenting with logos to emphasize that the people value you for more than your labels. Oh, that's deep.
Yeah, but that's true. I said that to me, it's okay to have a brand stuff or label, which I have pieces, but it's not a whole lot. And if it is, I probably didn't pay the regular price. You know what I'm saying? Because you can. It's how you put it together.
Regular
how
price.
you take care of your stuff.
And how you take care of you,
right?
basically.
And it ain't all about the brand though. No. It's just not. It's just not. But if that's what you like to do, and you probably can afford it, because I can't. Maybe if I could, I would have a different outlook on it. But then maybe I won't, because
it's so much
stuff that's really nice that's not a big brand. You know what I'm saying? So it's how you put it together.
Yeah, I agree.
It's how you put it together.
I have a thing about I'm gonna leave it alone.
Okay.
I was thinking about shoes.
No. I was just waiting for at some point for you to bring that up, but
I'm not bringing it up.
Okay,
I'm not. I guess because I know a cheap shoe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, like I buy shoes from everywhere, right? But I know a cheap shoe was meant for that occasion, maybe. I've seen things happen in shoes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the way my feet is set up, we don't really have time for them games.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying you can't buy a cheap, nice shoe because just because it's cheap don't mean it's not nice. And just because it's expensive doesn't mean that it is.
Right. But when I say that, I'm saying as far as you not paying the whole price that you can buy, again, this is how everybody is. You could go to Ross. You could go to TJ Maxx, you go to Marshalls and find the same thing. I mean, you could go to Macy's, you could go to Nordstrom's and still get a name brand for a low price because it's on sale.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
So that's what I mean when I say you could have a name brand item, but that don't mean you paid $350 for it.
Yeah.
Probably caught a good sale.
And just because it ain't name brand and it can come from either of those stores you just named doesn't mean it's not a good shoe.
Right.
It's not a no name brand, I should say.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, girl. Yeah, so okay, so before we leave, y'all, we're going to talk about what colors say about you. Right? So this paper is in black and white and it's kind of a little dim. So I'm going to have to hold it up because Gertie ain't got on her glasses right now. I don't wear glasses, but I just can't see the words on this paper. So the first one is black, and it says black is a color of authority and power. It is popular in fashion because it makes people appear thinner, stylish, and timeliness. But avoid too much black or you may seem unapproachable.
Wow.
Why does black have to be unapproachable?
Because when someone wear black a lot, they say, "Are you in mourning?" Because I had a coworker that used to always wear black, literally, and she just said black just made her, feel good. Just didn't make her,
One of our homegirls loved black. I mean, she had blackout curtains. She wore a lot of black. And I used to always get on her case like, friend, oh my God. Like, I feel like I want to go to sleep every time I walk in here. Everything is beautiful, but do we really have to have this? Almost as bad as the brown. But I love her to death, and thank God we don't all have to match anymore.
Well, I'm a brown girl, so I love brown.
And there's nothing wrong with girl, but it was just funny that they said that about black and make you look unapproachable because I know some people just generally love the
black
color.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Another one is gray, one of the most popular colors during an interview. Gray represents sophistication and confidence. As it is not a distracting color, the interviewer will be more focused on what you have to say than what you're wearing. I love gray.
Yeah.
I got a lot of gray now. I don't even know where it came from. I think it's just because that I can dress it up. I can, you know what I'm saying? I can add more color to it if I want.
Right. And now that I think about my grays, a lot of my grays are more, they're not more like casual, especially my tops. They more workwear. Now that I think about it, they really are.
Dang. I love gray. Okay, white is popular in fashion because it's light, neutral, and goes with anything. Wearing into an interview portrays cleanness and simplicity. So, can you combine black and white?
Oh yeah.
I'm just wondering, like, why is it that? Why does white mean that and black mean like if I wear too much, I don't want to be approached. But if I was dressed in all white, that mean I want to be approached.
Because now if you take it to the level when you think about black, let's just say when you think about black,
it's a dark color.
Yes, it's a dark color. Like back in the day, even though some people still do it now, you wear all black to a funeral. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like
mourning.
And white is like how they say you shouldn't wear white in this winter because it's more of a pure, springy color. So that's where I think all that stuff come into play.
I like winter white.
You know what I'm saying? But at one point, that was
a no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do not wear nothing white.
Yes.
After Labor Day.
Yes.
Do not.
That's the cutoff.
Do not wear nothing white in the winter. So that comes into play. I think that's where that is. But you wear what you want to wear.
Yeah, I agree. Then red is emotionally intense and aggressive color. Red stimulates a faster heartbeat and breathing. It also is a color of love and passion. Red gets noticed, but makes you... Oh, I thought you was looking at me. But makes the red appear heavier. Dang. Yeah. Since it's such an intense color, red might not be helpful in your interview.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know it make people look heavier.
No, I do know red is associated with being, sexy. Especially when you wear red pumps. You wear red lipstick. But I never... Well, I can see how if you have that in your mind that if red is a sexy color and you go into an interview.
Never thought about aggression though either. Anger.
Yeah.
I guess when you turn red when you get angry. Some people. I don't know. And then yellow is cheerful and sunny. It's an attention getter. It's the most difficult for the eye to perceive. So it can be overpowering if overused. Yellow enhances concentration, hence it's used for legal notepads. Never knew that. Is that why all them notepads that color?
We got a comment. Dion said,
"Hey Dion,
gray, it looked good on me because I'm a good-looking black brother." Yes, you are, Dion. But you know what? I will say that I love red on dark skin people. Mm-hmm. And this is, trust me, please don't take this the wrong way. I just love that red. Like I yellow love too. It's something about that red. Mm-hmm. You know, and even the blue nowadays, the royal blue, that bright blue, it just looks really, really, really good. Black and white goes with anything. Dion said, "Hey, yeah, my red pumps."
Black and white and red pumps. There's your interview outfit. There you go. We have green. It symbolizes nature. It's the easiest color on the eyes. It's calming and refreshing. Dark green is masculine, conservative, and implies wealth. Sound like money. Then we have blue, the color of the sky and the ocean. Blue is one of the most popular colors. Peaceful, tranquil blue causes the body to produce calming chemicals. Fashion consultants recommend wearing blue to job interview because it symbolizes loyalty and control. Thought purple was loyalty. Okay, purple, the color of loyalty. So is it blue and purple? Purple connotates luxury, wealth, and sophistication. Yet it's probably not a good color for an interview because it is perceived as a feminine, romantic, and because it's rare in nature, purple can appear artificial. You better do something better with purple. I love purple. It is one of my favorite colors.
Brown, favorite color.
Brown work. Just instead of purple, wear brown. Yes. Brown, reliable brown. That's what it's called. We can't go wrong with it. It's a color of the earth and is abundant in nature. Light brown implies genuineness. If worn to an interview, brown reflects stability and promotes communication. Awesome.
Well, I will say that's why I like brown.
That is honey, all shades from light to dark.
But you know what? Like we were saying, like I said, how I love how red look on dark skinned people. It's like even with being light skinned, it's certain colors I don't like. Light skin, brown skin. I don't like how it look on me because it's just like, again, at one point the brown, even though that was my favorite color, I was one whole color. So now you would never.
Why you make it sound
like because now when you reflect back, you know how when you look at pictures back in the day, how you used to dress.
That was real brown.
Right, but like, yo, I would never, like, that is too much brown, literally from head to toe. Like,
but you was
like I said, hair, eyes, lips, gold jewelry, shirt, belt, boots, pocketbook, let alone the coat.
And they were all the same brown. It was all perfect, not shade variations. It was perfect. But I mean, ain't nobody mad. We all did it. Like I know, again, me being from Ohio, if I wore a color, it was a color.
Right.
You know, not. I don't want to say Chicago or Detroit way, but it was just, you know, everything was really to the T.
But you know, before we end, you know who didn't get out of that color coordination all the way? Ted. He hasn't. I've been trying now. He can try.
I am shocked.
But he has not got out of it, especially when he hasn't.
Wow.
He hasn't. He hasn't. And I'll be saying, you need to get out of that. But he hasn't. And some people are in that they have to really, like,
put it all together.
And not just to say a color match. Like, you could have, I don't know, red and blue. Somebody said red and blue might not go together, but depending on your outfit, it can. I'm talking about the matching where it's like
the same reds.
Yeah, the same, like you said, the same reds, the same blue. If it's not matching the stitch and stuff like that.
Yes. Oh yeah. We used to do that too, okay. Yeah, but thank you all for joining us here in the lounge tonight. It was so much fun, y'all. I love talking about this because now I didn't even think about the whole psychological thing behind it. So now I'm probably got to go read more. because I want to know. But thank you again all for joining us. Let me see. We got some things coming up. We have an interview on Sunday, Miss Lonnie Grant. And she'll be joining us. Her book is coming out, so she's gonna stop by before she goes on her book tour. What else?
Actually, her second book.
Her second book, that's right. And what else? We got some more interviews.
Our next one won't be till January 28th.
Okay, yep. We have one coming up January 28th, Miss Sherry J. You don't want to miss that one. We got a couple more things in the work. We want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Columbus 614, always, TNT Entertainment, building a pathway to your dreams. And I'm Jazz, and this is T, and we will be signing off. Bye.
Enjoy your evening.